On a subway in New York City the other day, an older gentleman asked me, what is it about skateboarding? I just don't get it. And honestly, I was stunned. I've been skateboarding for so long that I didn't even know how to answer it. I said something like, it's a good creative outlet, it's a good exercise, there's a cool community and stuff. And then he followed by, yeah, I just don't get it. Seems dangerous. And this is after we had a conversation about football teams he liked.
I found a disease that no one has ever seen. Repetitive head trauma chokes the brain.
And honestly, it pissed me off. Everybody watching this right now probably knows that football is so much more dangerous than skateboarding. I mean, have you seen the movie Concussion? A football career is basically guaranteeing that you have brain damage, but I get it. It's fun. Life is short. I don't care that it's dangerous.
A human being will get concussed at 60 Gs. A common head-to-head contact on a football field, 100 Gs.
And I was gonna make an entire video about how skateboarding is one of the least dangerous sports out there in the world, but then I would just be preaching to the choir. I'm older than a lot of you, so I was in a world where there was a lot of people being like, I just don't get skateboarding. It seems stupid or dangerous, but the truth is that world is almost gone or aged out. Skateboarding is here to stay and it is awesome. In the midst of all my research, I typed in ESPN Skateboarding on YouTube. And boy, did it send me down memory lane, but I totally forgot that X Games and ESPN were one and the same. But ESPN's YouTube channel, the first upload I saw from them was Lil Wayne.
Skating is very therapeutic for me because I don't have to think about nothing else but what I'm doing.
And honestly, it was beautiful.
That feeling when you do something that you've been trying, when you finally land and you on 4 wheels and you on your board. I've had a lot of good feelings. I mean, I've had a Grammy in my hand, and so it's right up there.
The dude is super profound, and what he had to say about skateboarding really hit home with me several times. It was obviously edited by a non-skateboarder because the cutting of the clips and everything was so awkward. The ironic part of the video is that Lil Wayne said that he didn't get into skateboarding for a while because it seemed like this crazy vert ramp, Tony Hawk, ESPN type thing, and then he realized that there was more to it than that.
At the time, I thought skating to me was ESPN X Games.
To reiterate, in an ESPN video, Lil Wayne said that he likes skateboarding because it isn't what ESPN showed him that it was beforehand.
In skating, you could just be free. There's no bars, it's a reflection of creativity.
And I think it is the non-competitive aspect of skateboarding, the art of skateboarding, that is way cooler than the competitive side of it. Clearly just a personal preference, but before we get into the rest of this, if you saw my last video, I was practicing Bennett Grinds, back 180 50s, and back 180 nose grinds as much as possible, and it was for this out ledge at the skate park. So now I'm gonna see if I can do these 3 tricks on this out ledge. You got this, John. Too many clothes. That's one that worked out pretty well. I'm gonna try the back 180 nose grind now, but I have a feeling that the Bennett grind isn't gonna work on this aluminum ledge, but back 180 nose grind, let's try it. any reason to try the Bennett Grind because I did a Smith earlier and I could feel that the aluminum that the ledge uses isn't good for grinding. And my issue with the Bennett Grinds is that my board dips down really far, and if you dip down too far on this ledge, it won't grind. So I have a different ledge in mind that I'm gonna try it on, the one at Tribeca that I was skating a lot recently. I'm gonna save both these tricks for that ledge. It's a longer grind, but it's not as tall, so it's a little less scary for me, but it's a better ledge to grind. So really, ESPN just uses the X Games to upload their skateboard content, and when they do upload to their own channel, it's intense.
To examine the physics of skateboarding, we enlisted the X Games defending street skate champion, Nyjah Huston.
This is a Nyjah Huston video, and it's just the editing is so...
Force. Nyjah is able to ollie up to more than half his own height.
That video was genuinely awesome, especially from an editing standpoint. You're like, wow, that's incredible. But any skateboarder I've ever met in this world who sees that video would probably be laughing and unable to take it seriously at all, even with all that hard work behind it. It just doesn't feel very skater, I guess.
Because of an imbalance of forces around the board. Foot sensors reveal Nyjah presses down on the tail with nearly 300 pounds of force.
I'm just stoked on skate content coming out, period. And the fact that YouTubers nowadays can just make videos about their days at the skate park is awesome. And we can make a living doing that while trying to just skate as long as possible. That's always the goal in life. Anyways, it's time for me to try to get some Instagram tricks, some harder tricks of the day, starting with this 180 fakie manual fakie flip. Okay. Today, I'm walking away with 4 tricks that I couldn't do. The trick on the out ledge and then 3 different manual tricks. I will say this manual pad sucks ass, but this is sort of the side of the skateboarding that I never really show is at this point, I feel so unbelievably defeated and terrible, just in every way. Like, I feel... The funny thing is I was so pouty and John was like, dude, just try a simple trick that looks good for Instagram. And I was like what, dude? I did like literally a flat ground kickflip. And then from there, I was like, okay, I guess I'll try a switch. And then I was like, wait, switch flip back 50 on the out ledge. And it actually worked. It inspired me and pumped me up to get a trick. So that was a very worthwhile session. And on that note, every Tuesday and Thursday, a new video on this channel. You can check out the links in the description down below if you want to see all the other content that I've been up to, aka an extra video a week on my podcast channel, Intro to Anime, all about anime, and an extra video on Progress Daily's YouTube channel, all about the behind the scenes of how we do things over here, how we make a living out of making videos for YouTube and human beings. I'm just gonna say this to your face because I care about you. I love you so much. Progress Daily and keep killing it.